Trey gang, nigga.
What up? It's your boy Twan, Debate Review TV, back at it again. Just letting y'all know, my partner Brady the Kid gonna be missing for a while. Shouts to Brady the Kid. He got ran over by a truck last week. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Guerrilla Warfare, they just released a battle about 2 days ago. JC versus Charlie Clips. Unbiased Review already did their review. So, you know, Debate Review TV about to do a bar for bar breakdown. So 1 round battle. I took this as Charlie Clips 1-0. I mean, JC came with it. They both came with it. A lot of repetitive angles, as always. Ill, the dancing, the choking, being fat, you know. But, you know, Clips, I think he got 1-0. We're about to get right into it. JC opens up saying grown man bars is something you got to deal with. Then he says Nestle Crunch bars is something you got to deal with. Basically, he's calling him fat. He said you give DNA lines to chaperone the field trip. So basically, Charlie Clips be writing DNA's lines. And you know, the field trip, you got to line up and you get chaperoned by an adult. He said choppers everywhere. It's going to be Harley Davidson block party. He said layaway, he'll come back for clips later if he don't pay. So, you know, you put something on layaway, you come back.
Trey gang, nigga.
Credit on it, get it in advance or whatever. Crew accomplice being accomplice. Your association suspect. So, you know how accomplice, suspect, it's kind of like a judge, jury type thing. Big grinding. Only will be known for what he did with Clips. Y'all know the song Grinding by the Clips. And then after that, he follows it up and says, that's a for real scheme and a for real scheme. So he's saying that's a for real scheme and a Pharrell scheme, because Pharrell produced the beat Grinding for the Neptunes, produced the beat for the group Clips. He said that Nth being a whole clip on Clips, give him a split screen. Y'all know that a split screen is basically 2 clips on 1 screen. So basically, he's going to shoot Charlie Clips and split his head in half. All it takes is a hand raise, and they're going to have to find your whole band-aid because he's cut like that. So basically, when that hand raised, his whole crew will have to get aid, they'll have to get medical help because he's cut like that, like he's fit like that. But then he's talking about like a band-aid cut, you know, bandage, blah, blah. And he says, Gracie said that she would get him a fat bitch, but he didn't know it was you. So Gracie, you know, she's the co-owner of Guerrilla Warfare Battle League, said that she's going to get him a fat bitch, like a fat woman. But he's saying that the fat bitch is Charlie Clips. Private property, you should take offense to that. Basically, private property, house, fence, you know, get off my fucking grass. Hey. He'll come and spray that whole house, like foreclosure. You know, like when a house gets closed out, you know, people come in and renovate it and spray it out and clean it. So he's going to spray that whole house out, so he's going to shoot the whole house up. Clearance house, showed up checking niggas. I'm too for real, use a blooper for real, because they laughing at Clips. So, you know, like, if you watch a blooper reel, the clips of the movie, you know, make you laugh because it's a bunch of people fucking up. But he said, I'm for real, use a blooper for real, so you calling Clips a joke. He lost to Magic. Now he's battling JC. So he went from a magician to a mortician. So he battled B-Magic, that's the magician, and now he's about to get killed. And JC's the mortician, so he's talking about how he just got bodied twice by 2 different battle rappers. BT air movies, clean clips. So, you know, when BT puts out a movie, you know, they black out the curse words and all the sexuality, whatever. So he's saying that he's gonna come in clean clips, like he's gonna shoot clips, but he's comparing it to like BT movies because it's all edited. Then he said retired rich. So he's saying that JC battled Rich Dollars in his last event. And then he said, I'm gonna retire rich. So he's probably saying he got caked off of that. And you know, he bodied Rich Dollars, retired Rich Dollars, and he's gonna retire rich with dollars. So wordplay on that. Don't expect any credit when the niggas see the end of Clips. So when you die, don't expect you to get no credit. But he's also talking about like at the end of a movie, you know, credits at the end of a clip. So that's basically JC's first round. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, he had a lot less filler this time around, which I'm pretty cool with because usually he just be blah, 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 blah. Clips comes in with his first round. He said, damn, Club Adriana's, that's the name of the venue. He said, this is the same place he killed Big T at. Everybody was like, oh, it's a debatable. So it's a debatable battle. Then he said, oh, Big Cannon wanted to battle him in the same place, but he wasn't going to battle any fat people in that small, on a small stage. That was funny. Then he rebuttals about what JC said about him in a room scheme in the kitchen. He said, my scheme started in the bathroom, because he said he'd been losing weight. But then he jumped right into his actual bars and said, you got me battling in Chicago for some bullshit. I'm expecting someone gripping a hammer, dude nice, like he got ridiculous manners. So basically he said, oh, dude's nice, but he ain't nice with the lyrics. He's just nice, like, you know, open the door for people. Gracie, his co-manager or the lead, talked to him on the phone. He said, ask who do you want? He said, give me the answer. And she thought that he said, give me a dancer. So basically he's on the phone saying, Gracie called and said, who do you want? She's like, give me the answer. And she said something must be wrong with the signal, because she thought he said, give me a dancer. So everybody knows JC, you know, auditioned for Chris Stokes' I Want to Be a Star audition, and he had a dance video or whatever. So he was talking about him being a dancer. You're a dancer. You did your thing, dog. And then he said, my favorite part is when you did the robot and took your chain off. If you watch the video of him dancing, he actually does the robot and takes off his chain. Like, hey. Then he said, I'll let the 4 pop your grill. You're going to be moving slow for the rest of your life. I'll turn you to a robot for real. So then he goes into like, you know what? The 4 pop your grill, you're going to be moving slow. So actually, you'll be a dancer for the rest of your life, but you're going to be in a wheelchair. You're going to be crippled. So you're going to be moving slow for the rest of your life like a robot. Into a Jersey scheme, which is crazy. He said, the shotgun will throw lead. Impact will be serious because my arsenal has no dreads. And then he says, bullets will surf through your calf, knock off your whole leg. So he shot it out. Shotgun Suge, when he said shotgun, throw lead. Impact will be serious. That's Serious Jones. Car's arsenal has no dreads. So his arsenal is like dreads nothing. But Arsenal, the battle rapper, has dreads. So it's a contradiction there. Then he says bullets will surf through your calf. That's Sue Surf. And then he said knock off your whole leg. Then he said my shit hit niggas and bitches. My punk co-eds. Like a dorm that has women and men. It's like a co-ed dorm, but he's comparing it to his gun. So he's saying his gun can hit men and women, so it's co-ed, and that had like an impact on the crowd. Die hair. That's another bar we don't want to hear next year. She better weave. Then he said his shooter is cold with the iron. His hitman's anemic. So you know an anemic person has low iron. So my hitman's cold with the iron. He's anemic. He don't save bullets. He throw everything up. My hitman's bulimic. So you know, like a bulimic girl, a bulimic guy, you know, they eat, but they also throw it right back up to lose weight. He says he'll catch you with your girl with 3 shots. My hitman's a genius. And then he says 2 for you, but the 3rd round is for your boo. My hitman's conceited. If y'all seen Hitman versus Conceited, in the 3rd round they both got booed. I mean, that was pretty dope. They had the crowd going crazy. Then he said, you know what, I'm going to switch the whole scheme. So he already did Jersey, and he did a boo scheme about Hitman and Conceited. Then he goes into a Detroit scheme. If your ex is a factor in your life, she can be mean with it. I catch that bitch walking miles to Detroit. I grab the gun, attach the beam with it. 3 shots, hit a spleen with it. I'll Cartel Marv 1, clear the scene with it. Cops gonna come and find that bitch choking with 3 rounds. I'm so clean with it. So he basically shouted at all Detroit people. X factor. When he said, if an X is your factor in your life, then he said walking miles to Detroit. That's Midwest miles. Then he said Marv 1. He's from Detroit. So he said, I'll tell Marv 1, like the cops is coming. They find the girl's body with 3 rounds in her. She's choking. I'm so clean with it. Clean. It's a clean paper. That's QP from Detroit. So he basically did a choking round with all Detroit battle rappers. Shit was crazy. Give an inch, take a mile, that's ratchet. How do you come up with this? I don't know the answer, that's practice. So basically he said, you know what, I don't know the answer, it's practice. But he's talking about Allen Iverson, his nickname was the answer, but he never practiced. So he contradicted it against the scheme by saying AI, as in like AI, but Allen Iverson can't take, I don't know the answer, it's practice. That was dope. Then he said, talking about JC being from Yacktown, Michigan, he said, I'll spin a yak backwards with the K, but if you spell K backwards, that's yak, and vice versa. Then he got, this shit was crazy. Who's else from the Yacktown? Ill Will? He said, Ill Will better have an ill will before I send him in God's hand, because Ill Will gonna speak to Ill Will when I send him to Nas Man. Shit was crazy. If y'all don't know Ill Will from Yacktown, Michigan, he said he better have an ill will, so his will better be like, have some money in it, something in it, his will, because he's about to kill him. So he better have a nice will before he send him to God, so before he send him to heaven. Because Ill Will's gonna speak to Ill Will, which is Nas' homeboy. He raps about him all the time. If you listen to Nas, he said Ill Will's gonna speak to Ill Will when I send him to Nas' man. So basically, he's gonna kill him and send him to heaven. Then he said that bullshit you do has to change, my nigga, or you won't see cash money till you're 35, like Game, my nigga. Basically saying JC better, get his shit together, or he won't get paid until he's old. But he's talking about the Game because he just got signed to Young Money. And I don't think he's 35. I think he's a little younger than that. You was a menace, but O-Dogged you without a cane, my nigga. So if y'all seen Menace to Society, you know O-Dog and Kane, they both started that movie. But he's talking about O-Red and how O-Red basically killed JC. One of his last lines, he said, "Come get the fade, I'm serious." That's kind of similar to B Magic's line about come catch the fade like a barbershop. Come catch the fade, serious. I line him up. My shit go. And then he said, "Nigga, you lucky my time is up." So that was the end of his round. Basically, I mean, I give it the clips. He had a lot more bars. A lot of his schemes connected better. Bar for bar, I don't think JC was fucking with him. And that's just personally how I feel. Good battle. I'm proud of Clips. He, once, I mean, even though we won 3 rounds, he had 1 solid round. I mean, you guys can say it's debatable 1-0 JC, but we're saying 1-0 Clips. Shouts to First Lady Jess. Shouts to the Trey Gang. Shouts to my brother Brady the Kid. Shouts to my twin brother S1 Twins. But yeah, man, just make sure you subscribe. It's free, okay? No credit score or credit check. It's free. Free, baby. It's free. Shouts to Chris and the Unbiased Review. This should be in the group. Make sure y'all mess with us, all right? But as always, it's your boy Twan. Respect the shooter.
Trey Gang.